Hey guys, back at the doghouse today. We're doing something different. We're not going to be working on the car. We're not going to be working on the truck. We're going to do something different. Stick around, see what I'm going to do. Yeah, like I said, we're not working on the Fargo. We're not even going to be working on the Buick. Today we're going to be working on my garden tractor with the snowblower on it. It's a great system. Well, no, it's a piss poor system, but it's a great machine. I bought the snowblower attachment, I think it was last year. Got the chains on, this sort of stuff. It works great, except I've got a bad shoulder, I've got a bad back, sometimes even have a bad attitude. But anyway, in order to lift the snowblower up and down, I got to use this lever here to go up and down. In order for me to have this snowblower going up and down, first of all, this here is really set up. So to have the snowblower go up and down, I got to use this here. So go down. It's fine, but it's hard on my shoulder. It's hard on my back from twisting. Yeah, this cover I got from Keith. That's great to keep me out of the weather. But I got to keep it open on this side here so I can operate this lever. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to try to put on a winch. I picked this winch up a couple of years ago. God knows why. But anyway, I'm going to try to install this winch on my tractor so the winch can bring this up and down. So hang around, see if I can do it or not. Sorry guys, I had to delete some of my video here, or the sound on my video, because I had some good old rock and roll music playing, and I got nailed for copyright infringement, and they blocked my video from going up, so I had to redo it and take the sound out. But anyway, you can see it anyway. Talk to you later. Bye now. So what I did here, I took a piece of angle, just regular angle like this here, and I bent it to go around the corners here. Now I welded it, but if you don't have a welder, you can just bolt this here. That's no problem. Just bolt it. Just drill through and bolt it together. But then I have some holes in the center. So that just goes over the frame like that. And you can either bolt it through the top or bolt it through the side, whichever works for you. And then from the bottom, I did the same thing. I took a piece of, I didn't use angle, I just used flat steel. Measured from here to here, and I bent it around. But the thing is, when you bend this here, you got to make sure it's square. It's square before you bend it. So here I already bent the one piece. It's got a little bow here, but that's no problem. The thing is, this here has to be 90 degrees, and it has to be square. And I'll show you what I mean by square. When you put it in your vise, have it square like this. If you have it like that, well then this part here is going to be on an angle like that, and it's not going to fit right. So it's got to be square. It's got to be square like that, and then you can make sure it's going to fit right. Okay guys, let me get you caught up here. I've already installed everything. wasn't going to show you all the details. It's just a waste of time. So anyway, what I did, here's this piece of angle. What I did, I went ahead and I bolted it. I'm just bolting it all together for now. If I really like the position, then I'm going to weld it together. But anyway, here's my angle here. I got an eye bolt here, but you can use whatever you want. Here's my hoist. I have it for a flat piece. You can see the flat piece across there, right across here. My winch is running front to back, not side to side, as you can see here, because I need the room. Now this wheel here, this spool, is a little bit bigger than what I'd like. If you're going to buy one, try to buy the smallest spool you can. That'll give you just a little bit more travel. But this here does work all right. So anyway, I've got it bolted here to my plate that goes across. Then I have it coming on the outside of the frame for the snowblower. You can probably put it right down here if you want, running right across, but I was just afraid of hitting the belt or something like that, so I went underneath. And going underneath gives me a little bit more travel as well. Because if you're up higher, then you don't have very much room here to maneuver it up and down. And so anyway, there was a hook on here. I cut the hook off and I just attached the cable to a clevis here. That goes on the eye bolt. But you can hook it up however you want. But your hoist is down here. Your top of cable is here, and I haven't finished running my wires yet. When I mounted all this underneath here, what I did, I put a 2x4 underneath my plate here to get my right height. Because I have it a little bit lower. This bar that I have going across here, I have it a little bit lower than the frame for the snowblower, just to get the extra height here, because I didn't know how much height I needed. So I put a 2x4 underneath that crosser and set my height that way. And I had my snowblower sitting on the floor. And then I just figured out how high I wanted it. But I'm going to tuck them all underneath, back in here. Under the battery, I should have enough room for the controller, because the controller is quite big, and I want to have access to it, because here's your power on and off, and I think I want to power it off when I'm not using it, just so I don't drain the battery, if it does drain the battery. And here's my controller. Of course, this says in and out, but up and down, I still figure it out. I might take this arm that I have here, I might cut that off, because I really don't need it, but I'm going to leave it on for this year, and just in case I have trouble with the winch. I'll still have some way of lifting it up and down. One thing before I forget, for this lever here, I taped it closed. This is the lever for locking the up and down. You have to either put a plate in here so the pin doesn't go through, or do what I did and just tape it up, tape it closed. Use a zip tie or whatever you want to use, but you have to use that. So anyway, yeah, mine works good. Down, up. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so anyway, that's it, guys. Now I just have to put it back together again and see what happens. But right now we don't have any snow because the weather here has been so darn nice the last week that all our snow melted. Which, hey, I don't mind at all. She's foggy and warm. She's +6 Celsius today. So that's probably somewhere around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. But anyway, yeah, she's melting quick. And it's only December 31. Yeah, so anyway, guys. Thanks for hanging around. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now. Now just remember, it's all shits and giggles till someone giggles and shits. Bye now.